Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, April 22nd. We are going to enjoy today a meditation by Reverend Chris Kell as she focuses on the energy of surrender.
I took this from both Nancy Collier, who is an interfaith minister and a psychologist and an author and a talker, and Jack Kornfield, and I think probably you're all familiar with Jack, who is a great meditation teacher, a Buddhist. But Nancy says that, or suggests that surrender at its core is the willingness to meet life as it is, to stop fighting with or trying to change what is right now. And I think sometimes we get the idea of surrender as being a negative thing. And surrender actually comes from the root of sacrifice, and sacrifice in a way that is a positive way. You know, a sacrifice was something that people did back when it started as a way of praise and honor. It wasn't sacrifice in the sense of we're giving up something or, blood and guts and all that kind of stuff. It was more of an honorable thing. And so surrender is, in this context, is a giving in. It's not a giving up, it's a giving in. And according to Jack Kornfield, it's a letting go, and it's a central theme to spiritual practice. And when letting go is called for, if we've not learned to do it, then that's when we suffer. You know, if we can't give in, and there's always that resistance going on, then we begin to suffer. When we can go with the flow, so to speak, that relieves that suffering, and it really is an uplifting experience and can sort of give us some comfort. So sooner or later, we have to learn to let go and allow the changing mystery of life to run through us without our being afraid of it. And so both these people agree that surrender is at the heart of all spiritual practice, and no path is more powerful or profound. But then again, we'd like to know what that really means. What does it mean to surrender? Jack Kornfield tells us that it's living from the spirit of the heart instead of the spirit of judgment. And I think that is pretty self-explanatory. Collier says that surrender happens when we know that we don't know anything anymore, and certainly not anything that can help us. So we're kind of at our wits' end. It arrives when we know that we cannot think or see our way through where we are. In true surrender, we don't know if what's to come will be better or worse, more comfortable or less. All we know is that we can't do it the way we've been doing it. The way we've been doing it hasn't been working, and we just can't do it a moment longer. Surrender happens when it can't not happen. It begins where all other strategies end. It is at the absence of strategies. When we surrender, she says, we give up, but not in the way we think giving up means. We don't give up to the situation, but rather we give up the notion that we should be able to manage the situation. We give up the belief that we can make reality different from what it is. And giving up the mistaken belief that we are in charge can offer a profound relief. Kornfield describes it as learning to let go and allow the changing mystery of life to move through us without our fearing it. He says that letting go and moving through life from one change to another brings the maturing of our spiritual being. In the end, we discover that to love and let go can be the same thing. Neither way seeks to possess. Both allow us to touch each moment of this changing life and allow us to be there fully for whatever arises next. So if we're not constantly fighting what's happening in the moment, we can just accept that moment and do it moment to moment without a lot of anticipation of what we're going to do next. It's like when you're listening to somebody talk, instead of listening to them talking, you're thinking about what you're going to say when they stop talking. And that's life, you know, you live in the moment. So letting go and moving through life from one change to another brings the maturing of our spiritual being. To love fully and live well requires us to recognize finally that spiritual joy and wisdom do not come through possession, but rather through our capacity to open, to love more fully, and to move and be free in life. Thankfully, adds Collier, when we have no other choice but to surrender the illusion of control, we can then experience the presence of something larger and unknowable. We can experience ourselves flowing down the river that is life, the river that we are actually part of. Then, having lived surrender, we can relax and trust that it's safe to let go. So we'll begin the meditation when you're ready. So relax into your chair. Flex your muscles a little and then drop your shoulders and be comfortable. Be comfortable in your body. Breathe deeply in and out. Breathe in again and out. As you breathe, let your thoughts go and find your inner sacred space, a place you go for quiet and solitude, the place where you are at peace. As you relax into the perfect peace of that space, open your heart and invite your divine beloved to join you. Before the thought can even take shape, your divine beloved is there. Instantly, you are surrounded and immersed in love. The joy you feel is immeasurable. Your beloved is with you, and you know you will never be separated. Your beloved will never leave you. You trust your beloved completely, and you know you are safe. You surrender your total being to the care of your beloved. The ecstasy you feel in your beloved's gentle embrace permeates your soul. Your beloved is the sun shining gloriously on your face and warming your heart. Your beloved is the moon lighting your way through the dark. The stars sparkle in the gaze of your beloved until your eyes can see only the love that surrounds you. It fills your space and saturates the universe. Your beloved's touch inflames your soul. Your beloved's presence brings the sweet delight of divine bliss. You are infused with desire for no one but your divine beloved. You wish only to surrender to the love you know is waiting for you. Feel the touch of your beloved in your mind, your heart, and your soul. Be one with the divine beloved. Join together as one being, immersed in the present moment, one with the other for each moment in all eternity. Rest now for a moment, basking in that love. Breathe it in and let it hold you and fill you completely. When you are ready, become aware of your breathing and come back to the community. but rest. My beloved, you are my beginning and my end. Together we exist only in this moment, in all the moments of eternity. Your mind is my mind. Your heart is my heart. Your soul is my soul. I accept your invitation to love. I surrender to your loving touch. My soul rejoices in your kiss of death.
Thank you for joining us on today's morning meditation. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Many blessings.